What's up, mob? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. We out.
Sheer repetition become great because they're doing it so often because everybody wants to take them down.
Yeah.
But love them.
Fire.
Yo.
And the check. This Vice City Mafia, we coming at you from outside today. I'm your boy, Cross-Eyed God. I got Chino the GOAT. I got Shook, aka Shook the Room, and we out here. Man, what's popping today? What's popping?
Yo. What's poppin', dog? How y'all doing?
Chillin', living.
So you want to hear something crazy?
Yeah.
All right, so I was told something last night when I was at work, right, that I found to be a little interesting and a little true at the same time. So he was explaining to me, he's like, yo, have you ever hooked up with a 10? I'm like, of course.
Who was explaining to you?
One of my coworkers at the bar, who works with me in the bar.
All right.
Right? And he was explaining to me, like, yo, have you ever hooked up with a 10? I'm like, of course. We all have.
Of course.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Of course.
You know who I am?
You know,
I'm
Chino the GOAT. Do you know who I am? Have I ever hooked up with a 10?
So he was explaining the story how, like, if you ever hooked up with a 10, have you ever noticed, like, once you finally get them to the bed, they just lay there. Like, they are not fun in the bedroom and whatsoever.
That is true.
And then he flipped it on me. I'm like, well, that's not true because obviously I've been with 10s and everything like that, and they've been good. And he's like, but are they the same when you're like a 6? I'm like, no, it's not. He's like, bro, that girl would lick. I'm like, true.
Yeah,
True.
you know what I'm saying?
True.
Yeah, I feel like the less pretty a girl is, the more she has to do to prove herself. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like because they're so accustomed to being told they're so pretty, so they just like.
Yeah,
I mean,
they starfish. That's what it's called.
I mean, it could go two ways too though, because they could be a 10 in looks, but then like a 5 in their soul, and then they're damaged.
Isn't that most women?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
No, because I'm saying like all right, because this has happened to me as well, right? So like thinking by that same nature, because I'd hooked up with some mediocre, great, right?
Yeah.
And then I came across one who I was like, oh, and she was chubby, right? And I was like,
They get the better head.
But with crazy, super pretty face. If it was like 20 pounds less, right? So like I could see the beauty behind it, right? And I was like, yo, she's about to have the firest top, right? I was super excited. I was watching her eat at dinner. I was like, oh yeah.
Oh
like,
yeah. She's just all in the play. Like,
oh my gosh, she's about to gobble my soul. And
Yeah, flashbacks?
bro, no, but listen. So we go up to the room, right? And she was like frigid, right? Like she was throwing it at me, but it was so weird and awkward. And I realized it was because she's not in practice all the time, right? Because there's some hot girls that eventually, just from sheer repetition, become great because they're doing it so often because everybody wants to take them down.
Yeah.
But love them.
Fire.
But she was just like kind of selective and fat that she just wasn't getting dick regularly.
Yeah.
So it was just like, and I don't know if she was nervous or what, bro, but I swear, I think she might have had like a condition, bro. Like her pussy.
Autistic?
It felt,
Wow. Oh my God.
no, I don't like it, no.
Oh my God. Chill, dude. All that is bleeping.
No, bro. She was. It felt like needles coming in on both sides, bro.
Ingrown hairs.
Like it was a trap, bro. And I think I did look it up after. It is something.
It's like hair. Like they got hair on their.
It's not hair, bro. It's literal. It's like a nervous response. It's like a porcupine pussy, bro. Is what it is. It's like a fear response.
How does that feel?
Bro, but it wasn't fire. And it was so awkward because she had flown.
Let me hit your kuvi, nigga.
The Kuvi wars begin. I'm not the same without my Kuvi, bro. No, bro. But so she had flown out there, and I had poached her away from her homegirls, right, that she was staying with. So by the time all this had transpired, and I'd figured out that she had the coochie of death, right, she had nowhere to go, so she had to stay with me in my hotel room.
Oh, that's
With the coochie of death there, dude. It's so awkward.
She probably wanted to keep going too.
It was weird. It was. She kept on saying, "Does it feel good? Does it feel good?" I'm like, no.
I don't
knows what's
know.
up.
I'll feel bad and I'll just be like, yeah, it feels great.
No, but bro, I was
It's
so
the best pussy I ever had.
I
dude.
was so like, no, I would do that for my girl.
Yeah,
I mean,
you know
I would do that
what
for
my girl does for me, bro? I think I told you.
Wait.
My girl, every day, tells me I have the biggest dick she's ever seen.
I love that.
I know my girl's seen bigger dicks, but no matter what, dude, she'll look at me and be like, "It's so big." I'll be like, "Thank you."
That's
like,
exactly how your girl should make you
Yeah,
feel.
I know she's lying, and she knows I know she's lying. But her saying it just makes me feel like, "Thank you." Wow, babe, you got the biggest dick ever. Yeah, thank you, bro. I appreciate it. I know it's ginormous.
You know what, bro? It's like
Start going to the mirror, helicoptering,
yeah.
I got the biggest shit out here.
you bitches better watch out. I'm breaking backs, nigga.
Yeah.
No, but it's dope though because in a relationship, you're in your own world, right? You know what I mean? Like if it's a good relationship.
Yeah.
So it's like you create this whole reality that if y'all both believe it, it's true. Right?
Yeah.
It's just why couples talk shit, right? And then you agree, oh no, we don't fuck with this person or whatever that person is, and that's the narrative, right? So it's like if that's a sign of a healthy relationship, right?
Yeah.
It's not even delusion. It's like, look, we're both making this agreement, but I know it makes you feel good, and I know you like feeling that way, and you probably like the way that she knows is making you feel too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, yo, we in this shit together. Because what is saying like, oh yeah, it's the fourth biggest dick I've seen. What's that gonna do for your relationship, nigga?
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean?
What the fuck?
Yeah,
exactly.
dude. If your girl's saying she's seen a bigger dick than yours, she's not the one
No,
for you, dude.
if you 100% want your man to cheat, talk shit on his dick.
Yeah, exactly.
100% you'll get your nigga to cheat.
Yeah, for sure.
Without a doubt. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
for sure,
Just be like, it's
I don't
good.
even need to do that.
But dude, yo, you know, in the single life, bro, like I've lived the single life, right? Like,
Allegedly. I never cheated, bro.
allegedly.
Just exist, and it's good enough reason.
Yeah.
But Chino doesn't cheat because Chino don't have a girlfriend. What he does is he sleeps with a girl, and then he'll sleep with like 6 other girls, and then that girl will sleep with someone else, and he'll come to me, he'll be like, damn, I can't believe she cheated on me. Meanwhile, he slept with like 6 other girls. He didn't even tell her they were a thing. Like,
I'm going through a hard breakup.
yeah,
I mean, like, oh, what happened, bro? Like, you know.
yeah, my girl cheated on me, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like, nigga, didn't you sleep with like 10 other girls this week? And he'll be like,
they got in my head, bro. You know what I mean?
I was drunk.
They were telling me that the bitch was fucking other niggas.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, it was her brother in the picture.
Oh my
True
God.
story.
Facts.
oh my God,
Yeah.
dude. And yo,
actually,
I was
I
the
came
worst.
to this
I was
nigga-
the worst person for him to
Yeah.
come to, bro. Because I learned something, bro. Right? Like me.
Don't ever come to this nigga.
I'm
He'll
always
fucking-
like, yo, I got room for disappointment. Anybody could disappoint me. I already know, dude. I'm already like, yo, nigga, everyone's gonna disappoint me in this world, right? So like, I don't care, right?
That's a call.
You gotta have room for disappointment, bro.
Alright.
Your mom's
No,
gonna disappoint
but
you.
you-
Your
you-
dad's gonna disappoint you. They're gonna fuck something up. So when Chino came to me with that situation, I was like, "Hey, nigga, shit happens." I didn't even
I was like,
give
dude.
him no
but that's
context. I was
that's-
like, "Probably, bro." And then she was like, "You think it's her brother?" I was like, "Hell no."
Bro, I was outside, bro. I was in the club. I'm fucking drinking. I'm already turned up and shit like that. Next thing you know, like this girl's like, and I see her post a picture. Mind you, I didn't know it was her brother, right?
Yeah.
And I was just like, yo, what the fuck is this? I knew she went to Colombia.
Yeah, I remember you showed me. I was like, that ain't
bro,
her
she went
brother.
to Colombia and shit. And then this nigga, first I go to the other waitress, the other waitresses, and the other dancers with her. They were like, seeing me, they were like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, bro, does this look like her brother, or does this look right to you? Mind you, I didn't know it was her brother yet. And then they're like, nah. The whole entire time they fucking knew it was her fucking brother. Even her own fucking sister or family, whatever the fuck they were, fucking was like, nah, that's not her. Like, we're not family related whatsoever. I go to Rudy. Rudy's like, yo. I'm like, yo, look at this. He's like, nah, Bro, that's not, bro. Same night I fucking just went ballistic on some other chick. Bro.
Yeah, dude. That nigga was going ballistic on girls before she even took that photo. So like,
Yeah,
you know,
that-
like
she
he
didn't-
didn't tell
allegedly.
her. He did not want to go to her and be like, "Yo, we're in a relationship now. You're my girlfriend."
Yeah,
But
you
we
know
were
what I mean?
doing things in relationships.
No,
style.
but it's because
Chino takes
Chino-
him out to dinner and he's like, "That's my girlfriend." Man.
without telling them though.
Yeah,
You know what I
without
mean?
telling them.
So like one way to get around the fear of rejection is by never being vulnerable, right? Because if you
Exactly.
never put yourself out there, then you can't never be rejected.
Stay
you know what I mean?
toxic.
But then you end up staying single. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Or like, you know, you have fun, but if you want something serious, then
Reputation.
women talk. You know what I mean? And then you're known as the nigga that's fun for a night or 5. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
20 even. You know what I mean? But when it comes to like somebody wanting to like have something serious with you, in their mind, you're not that.
It's crazy because
that's crazy.
now that you say that chick,
I know.
you know exactly what chick I'm talking about, right? She's known me since high school, but she's known all the dirt I've done for all these years. And then even when I started at the club, it even just went worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then now I was talking to her. She's like, "Oh, I always liked you." I'm like, "Really? I didn't know that." You know what I mean? And she's not an ugly girl. You feel me? And she was like,
It's just like a 7.
yeah, exactly. That's what I want, a 7, bro. Fuck it. Enough for me.
5. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
She's got fat ass titties and a fat
And a
ass.
fat ass.
That's
Yeah.
all that matters.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
And she
yeah.
has blue,
All that
bro.
matters.
Listen, she has green eyes. She's a fire.
I don't subscribe to the idea that green eyes are prettier because it was a way to put down African American population for a long time. But that's neither here nor there.
Eyes aren't
Wow.
eyes aren't
Wow.
eyes. Yo, there's a cool thing, bro. So my girl used to work at an eye doctor. So eyes aren't really green. The thing is, they're blue, and pigmentation, like they're blue, and then parts of their eyes is brown, right? Because there's only blue, brown, dark brown, light brown, and
Right,
then
right.
there's other colors too. But the green eye is a mixture between the blue and the brown.
Okay.
So it's not green. It's just like if you really go in it, it's blue and brown,
Okay.
and it looks green in the light.
But
And we back. We just had to turn on that fire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Set the mood right. It's getting kind of dark. We are outside, but we're trying to bring y'all to different environments.
Yeah.
Versus just keeping y'all cluttered all day. You know
Hell
what I mean?
yeah.
Shout out to the mob.
my nuts are sweaty.
Yeah, shout out
I
to
would
the
say
mob.
this, my nuts are sweaty out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Love this topic. Let's go further into this.
yeah, for sure. We want to talk. Yo, you know what was crazy, bro? I'll never forget when we had planned on doing a prank on Chino, and then we're like, yo, so we're not gonna tell you guys what the prank was, but we told him what we were gonna do, right? Because we felt bad. So when we told him what he was gonna do, he said, no, let's not do that. I'll think of something else. I was like, all right, and he goes, what if I take a Viagra? And I go,
But you got to break it down in context for them so they can understand what the fuck is going on.
I can't.
No,
I can't.
he's talking about the
No,
pranks. No, you can't tell.
No,
about
we
the
can't
pranks.
tell
No.
them the pranks. We are starting a prank war though. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean? We're
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
have a
I
prank
already
war
failed.
segment.
I already
but-
failed.
Yeah, but no, he tried to take. So when we're gonna do one on the episode, his compensation for not doing the prank was gonna be to take a Viagra and have a boner around us.
Yeah,
No,
it's
not
all
around
about
John.
it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
No,
whoa,
no,
whoa,
because
whoa,
you
whoa,
said
whoa.
you were gonna take a Viagra.
And
Yeah,
every
if
episode
that
he
other
says-
person, that other girl, female, were to come.
But there was gonna be 2 men and 1 girl, dude. Like, I don't understand the point of you having a boner.
Or what's that gonna do? We're not shooting no sex scenes. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
dude.
mean,
He really said, "I'll take a Viagra instead."
Oh no, man.
It's crazy, dude.
Oh no.
He be killing me sometimes, bro.
oh man.
Yeah, you know, me and my girl had a conversation about something. Changing the topic now. Me and my girl, we had a conversation about feminism, right?
Okay.
And we were talking in the car, and we were talking, and I was like, yeah, feminism really like fuck shit up for girls, you know? Like, yeah, I agree with feminism. All right, yeah, you could be, you know, I think they went about feminism wrong, because feminism now is saying
Let me get one
we
of them
could be
perks.
men, versus feminism. Feminism should have been like, we're gonna stay home. We want a man to pay for our stuff, and we're gonna like take care of ourselves and be women and be ladies, and we want the door held for us, right? That's what feminism should have been, right? No, I'm going to stay a virgin until I get married, and I want a rich man, and I want the door held for me, and I want to be treated like a lady.
But
That's what feminism should have been. What it is we could work as hard as men. We could do this like men. We could do this like men. It's like, yo, and then they hate masculinity.
But that's just like, bro, that's just not, like, there's so many things wrong with that, you know what I mean? And for the most part, it's just not true. But, like, I think that, like, there's always an overcorrection of shit that happens, right?
Yeah.
Like, whenever people, like, fight for rights, then there's this big overcorrection that happens, because then once they get it,
They don't know what to do with it.
then they want to punish who they got it from, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, and I speak.
Can I hit your cookie again?
I don't have it. You have it. Fucking fiend.
I speak about this as a part of a disenfranchised population, right? You know what I mean? What? The Kubi search continues?
Fiend.
Never mind.
That's what I got the gun for. There's always this weird overcorrection that happens. And people really want to like make whoever was oppressing them pay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when that overcorrection happens, that group always ends up fucking themselves over, right?
Yeah.
Like you could see it with, who was it that had that trans model on their beer?
Bud Light.
Bud
What?
Light.
And Bud Light,
right?
it fucked
and
up.
and then their sales went down through the roof. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's just whoever the hell their marketer was. Like, all right, Bud Light. When you think Bud Light, what do you think?
America.
I think conservative America, flags waving,
Of course.
and a
little bit of racism.
A little bit of racism,
man.
you know.
Little bit of
Sometimes,
sexism.
every now and then, you go
Beat
mudding.
your wife on a weekend.
Yeah,
you know?
you're going mudding. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
thinking
yeah.
that.
Sweet home
You know what I'm
Alabama.
saying? Yeah, it's Alabama. You know.
Yeah.
And then
Fuck the stepbrother.
what
Fuck the
fucking
cousin.
what dumbass said, yo, let's put a transgender on this beer that has nothing to do with the trans community. Like dude, look, not talking nothing about LGBTQ, but I think a drink for them would be like those margarita cans
Yeah.
or like White Claw. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I've never-
No, but this is the thing, right? Because the White Claws exist or the margarita cans exist, the conversation probably in Bud Light was like, hey, we can tap into that market. You know what I mean? We're gonna show, but that's what I'm saying. Like, people are getting, even with the woke culture, right?
Yeah.
It's like woke used to be like a fire word within the black community. Like, oh yeah, you woke. Like, oh, that's what's up. You know what I mean? But now, black people can't even use it because it signifies like, oh, you're overly sensitive. You take everything way too seriously, and like, you know, it's just negative, bro.
Yeah,
It's
the
crazy.
world's definitely go through changes like
It's a
and
cycle.
very
The
quickly.
one thing I don't like to, well, not that I don't like that, I just don't agree with,
Don't like
is, for an example,
bang bang.
I've seen something on the internet where, because I used to be a wrestler, right?
Yeah.
And I don't remember what state it was, but this particular person was transitioning from
Was
a
what?
male to a female. They were transitioning,
Okay.
right? And as they were transitioning, they, in that particular state,
Oh,
they
this is
qualified.
your first girlfriend.
Oh yeah. That's true. That's true.
No, it's not. Shut up. Fuck.
All right,
Go ahead.
All right, so that individual was capable of now competing against women.
Yeah.
And it's like, how? This person is shooting up testosterone and all this other crazy shit.
Wait. You mean
No, it was right from a female to a male. Correction.
That's
so
fine.
the biological sex,
Those competitions are fine.
Yeah, she's never gonna win.
Yeah, she'll lose every time.
or so, it was vice. I don't know what it was. It wasn't the girls.
Chino, are you making up a
championship.
story?
No, it's on the internet.
Yeah, be honest.
I like
No, it's on
I
the
like
story.
how you question Chino. Are you making up a story?
Nah. It's on the internet.
Sounds fishy, but
I know what he's talking
What
about.
you're saying, what's unfair is when a man transitions to a woman and then
Yeah.
wins, because it's like having years and years of steroid usage and nobody else gets to take steroids. Because at least in sports where there is steroid usage, there's most of the people are on steroids. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So it's like
Brazilian
it equals
jiu-jitsu?
out. Huh? Oh, for sure. Gordon
Brazilian
Ryan.
jiu-jitsu? Everybody.
Yeah, everybody, bro. But except me.
Natural.
No, bro. When a female is transitioning to a male, you never hear about them breaking any records, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always like it's like
They don't compete in yo, you know what? You know that's so funny, dude. You know, because if this shit was all really equal, why the fuck is there women's sports? It's equal. Let's just put the woman with the men and the men with the women.
But I mean, in UFC, yeah.
Because it's not equal, dude.
Of course not, bro.
Yeah.
But even within the same sex, shit's not equal, bro. Like shit's just not equal. The world is not equal, bro. Yeah. Like I'm never playing in the NBA, bro. You know what I mean? It's okay. You know what I mean? There's LeBron James. You know what I mean? Like, it's not equal, bro. And I'm not over here saying, like, why isn't the world fair? I want to have the same opportunity as LeBron James in the NBA. Like, no, nigga, it's not how it works, bro. You know what I mean? You have to, it's about, and I think this is what women's rights at its core really is, right? Is about, like, being allowed to be great in their atmosphere, in their arena, right? It's like if she wants to be a slut, she has the ability to do so. If she wants to be a housewife, she has the ability to do so, right? You know, but it's just like being within that realm.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
All right, my bad. Like,
Go ahead.
I personally, and I employ sluts. You know, I employ sluts. I'm what you may call a slut maker.
Yes.
You know, but like I think the women that say, "Oh, I'm free. I could do this. I could sleep whoever I want." It's fine, mama. You could do that, but like I want you to know, with each dick that goes inside of you and each child you have, you are losing value.
No, but that's what I'm saying,
You know?
bro. But this is the thing, right? Okay, so at my core, if we are talking politics at all, I'm a libertarian, which means that I believe that the government should have as little say in what you do, besides like not harming each other, like let people be, right? And so just like, nigga, like knives can kill people, right?
Yeah.
But you're not saying like, oh, you must do this with a knife, you know what I mean? Like, you can't use knives, right? So I'm saying like, yes, we can have ethics about what the ideal person is for us, but you have to give them the option to do that, right?
Yeah, like I don't want someone with a grenade launcher, but I feel like everyone should be able to have a pistol.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. So it's like I don't think that I think you just have to give people the option, right? Because bro, there are happy sluts, you know what I mean? And who's to say that like just because my view of them is a certain way, you know what I mean? Maybe their view of them is not. You know what I mean? Just like there's some dudes that are like really want to save themselves for marriage. It's not my way of going about things. You know what I mean? But I believe they should be able to do that. You know what I mean? So it's just like I don't think
Shut the fuck up.
I don't think any person should be telling me what to do. Therefore, I don't want to tell anybody else what to do. And I think that's what rights comes down to at the end of the day, right? As long as it's not encroaching on another person, right? So I don't think you should be able to indoctrinate kids with any ideas, right? Unless it's from the household, right? And if the household is not doing harm, go ahead.
Yeah.
Speak.
I feel
You got some
I think
heavy
it's
words.
right, dude. I think you're right, dude. Now, there's only like certain situations where like I don't agree that the government should be able to, like, if this guy, like, personally, in my opinion, if this guy over here wants to do crack cocaine his whole life and ruin his life, dude, I personally think he should be free to ruin his life. You know what I'm saying? But, like, in certain situations, I don't think that could always be.
Like what?
Like, let's say, for instance, like, I don't feel like parents, like, you know, should be able to, in their household, yeah, they're free, but I don't feel like they should be able to transition their kid, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like...
so so this is a different conversation,
Yeah.
right? So the transition...
I don't want to get too much
No, but the
into it,
transitioning thing's interesting, right? Because there was a study done about like following the life of adolescent transistees, right? Or I don't know the right term. Those that have transitioned in adolescence. And a lot of them ended up just wanting to go back to their same sex.
But the
and just be
damage is
gay.
already done.
And just be gay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But because they were allowed to, like, if you can't vote, you shouldn't be able to change your sex, right?
Yeah,
You know what
that's
I mean?
how I think of it.
And like you have to have some like maturity behind it.
Yeah.
But we live in, but then again, once again though, that is the parent's prerogative, because who has to deal with it? The parent. If you fucking cut your kid's genitalia, that lies on you.
Yeah, but I just think like I wouldn't want, like, I feel like that should be like the kid's choice when he's of age.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
that's
saying? Like, I think like parents should not be able, like, I don't think the government should allow that kind of shit to go on when someone's under 10.
This is the thing, bro.
Yeah, but it goes both ways, so you're right.
This is the thing. What we should be addressing is not the laws that the government's putting on. It is the world that we live in. What is making people think that is a good idea? You know what I mean? That's what we have to address.
Real shit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's real.
Because it's just like, if people were happy with who they are, and if people were enjoying life, you know what I mean? And like, sure, drugs were around, or like, bro, I went and I got a chance to travel to Europe when I was younger, right? And I was like 15, and I had, you know, my friends and I went to a boarding school. My friends and I were drinking, doing drugs, you know, at that age.
Fire.
And I went over to Europe, and they were drinking and doing drugs, but like responsible with it, bro. You know what I mean? Because it wasn't like the culture wasn't like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, get fucked up and all, like we have to hide from our parents. It's like, no, you have a glass of wine with your family. You know what I mean? The whole culture behind it is different. And
I think in Germany you could drink before you could drive.
nigga, anywhere you can drink before you can.
Yeah, I think it's only in America where like you got to be 21 to drink.
Yeah, but it's just like the quality of life. Like, even in Italy, right? They work 4 days a week, right? Everybody's skinny. You know what I mean? Well, not skinny, but everybody's in decent shape, right?
Yeah.
No gyms, right? Or the gyms that they have are bullshit. Because people walk, the quality of life is good, the food is good, there's not overly processed shit. And because they're only working those 4 days, people are happy. People aren't using the weekend to escape from their life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fire.
So it's like, when you have a population that, one, looks out for each other, isn't about cutting each other down, because there's a real sense of unity, right? And you see this mostly in now some racists are going to run with this, but you see this mostly in places where the race looks very similar. They call it homogenous, right? When, like, Sweden, right? Where everybody looks like they could be your fucking uncle or dad or you know, a sister or whatever. When a cop pulls you over, right? They're not looking at you like, oh, here's this Mexican, or here's this nigger guy. You know what I mean? They're looking like, oh, like, I'm gonna look out for them. You know, they were just going 5 over the speed limit. I'm just gonna warn them, because there's something familiar about that person. And I think, like, as a human race, we just have to believe that more, bro. Like we're in this shit together, bro. Life's already hard enough without tearing everybody down. Is it fun sometimes? Of course it is. You know what I mean? But like when it really comes down to it, bro, like I'll get on people's head and I'll talk shit. But if I see that it's really affecting somebody, most of the time I'll lay off. Unless I'm like coming down or hungover or some shit.
Dude, I like, yeah, I agree.
I mean,
That was
shit,
some
I
real
did
shit.
I did hear some shit that they're like, in Miami, not even Miami, just the United States. If you go anywhere else out of the United States, just the way of living is different. Just like you were saying, the food quality, right?
But I mean,
like, it's real food.
But it goes the other way too, bro. Because there's other places where, like, okay, don't get me wrong, growing up in America is honestly like winning the lottery though too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, like, for instance, in France, they have a socialist government, right? So it's like I know artists that were over there trying to get a bag, but it's limited, the bag you can get. You know what I mean? Like, you can't move to France and get a big, like, major bag. It's only for French citizens. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, shit. The best way I could look at it from my perspective is, like, I feel like if you just live in a major city, a lot more, like, things that are considered not normality are considered normal. Prime example, Miami. If you do OnlyFans, it's like, oh my God, cool.
I think that's normal all over the United States now.
Now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, true.
Turned us all into some little porn stars, huh?
I don't think it's really about the destination. I think it's really about the lifestyle where like I will see girls walk naked and I'm not like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Because I was raised around it.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Like I was
You can fix
raised
that too.
around strip clubs where I've always seen girls walk around naked, so
Yeah.
I don't care. You know what I mean?
But you do have a harsh stance against the sluttier ones.
I have a hard stance against sluts. Yeah.
But I think that's just your personal vibes.
I feel like I like to base my life off of like traditional masculinity. Like
Okay.
I believe like in a great world I could pay enough with just my job and my wife should not work. She takes care of the children.
Yeah.
I pay for everything for her. You know what I mean?
That's the best balance.
Yeah, that's the best balance.
That is literally
because
the best
then
balance.
my ideologies fall onto my wife, and my wife teaches them to my kids.
Nigga, let me say this, bro. The happiness has to trickle down from the man, bro.
Yeah.
I like it's because like the best relationship to have is when she loves you and you like her. You know what I mean? That's the best relationship, right? Because like men like head over heels in love for a female, jealous, murder about her, right? You know what I mean? Like end up resenting their life because they'll do everything for her. You know what I mean? And so it's like you know,
For some weird reason, toxic relationships became like a thing. Like in like 2015, like toxic relationships were like, oh my God, like I want a relationship like the
Future.
Joker and Harley Quinn. And it's like, nigga, the
you
Joker
talking about?
threw Harley Quinn in a fucking tub of fucking acid, nigga. Like
but-
you do not want a relationship
You
I-
can't,
like
but
that.
at the same time, you
But
also
they
gotta-
make it, they brainwash them.
I
dude.
think,
And
but
they
I
think
think
they
that's
want
always
that.
existed, bro. Because if you ever see like mass murderers, right, or serial killers, they always get bitches, bro. Always. You know what I mean? When they're facing the death penalty.
Yeah, that's because women like danger.
No, but I think it goes back to like caveman times and shit like that. Like you rather be with the slaughterer than the slaughtee. You know what I mean? Like you want you would have a better chance of survival if you're with the killer instead of if you're with the dude who's always running away from the killer. You know what
Do
I
you
mean?
want to run?
That's
Do you want to
true.
cry? You want to cry in a Rolls Royce? You want to cry in a Honda Civic?
That's nothing about what
Yeah,
we're talking
that has
about,
to do about money.
nigga. Nigga.
Yo, you are amazing.
Dude, I zoned out. I'm not
Yo,
gonna
you
lie, I
amaze
zoned
me
out.
every time, dude. You know that? Like every day, I'm just like. Sometimes I look at myself and I'm so stressed out. I'm like, Chino's just so free. I'm like, what would Chino do? Like, you know what I mean? We're gonna make a shirt that just says, "What would Chino
Yeah,
do?
dude, bro.
What would Chi do?"
Bro, yo, y'all
We
niggas-
talk about some DJ. This nigga said, hey. 2 in the pink, 1 in the sneak, nigga. That's all I got to say. Yeah, your
bro.
political values? Yeah.
Yeah. I love what your son said the other day, bro.
Right.
I asked him, I was like, hey, so, like, his son's 2, by the way, for all those people that
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I like to ask him, like, serious questions.
Yeah, it's funny.
So I asked him, I was like, hey, what do you think about politics? And he's like, and I was like, feel that. Like, dude, he was just ready for that answer,
Yeah,
bro.
he's free, bro. That's the beauty of having a child too. It's kind of like looking at Chino, honestly. When you're,
Yeah,
when you're
he's just
like,
so
they're
free.
just free, bro. You're just like, you know, I'm not saying you're
Yeah,
I'm not saying
no,
you're a
yeah.
child,
So
you know?
I mean, it's like you guys were explaining the last time, bro. My ADHD is so bad. Like, I caught myself literally doing this this week. So I told myself, look, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna go to the gym, I'm gonna go work out. My boy hit me up. Yo, do you want to smoke? I'm like, all right, bet. You smoke, bro. You want to get something to eat? Yeah, bet. Bro, next thing you know, I'm fucking like 4 or 5 hours in. I'm like, damn, bro, I didn't even hit the gym yet.
I don't
And
think,
I'm all the way in fucking downtown.
I don't think it's ADD, bro. I think you like getting high, one.
What?
You know what I mean? And then and so that fucking will take you on.
But
a bunch-
ADHD does what? But ADHD is also a gift, dude.
You know, that's what I'm saying. It's just how you use it. Because I think
No, I'm not using it as an excuse.
you are though.
Nah,
Yeah,
no.
bro, 'cause when-
It's just, I had the tendency of like,
It's that you live in the now.
yeah.
You live in the now. You don't live in the future. Like,
But
but I wouldn't always blame it on that. dude.
if you have a purpose, then it's harder to get thrown off a track, right? Because you start feeling guilty because everything doesn't look like an opportunity. It looks like a distraction from you getting to where you want to go. But if you live life free, which is attractive to a lot of women, but purposeless, then everything seems like a good idea, right? Because you're only thinking about the next like high, essentially, the next life high.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, well, I am just sitting here, you know what I mean? But I could be at the beach, you know what I mean? But if you look at it like, no, if I go to the beach, I'm not gonna go to the gym, and then I'm not gonna handle these 3 things that I said that I made a contract with myself to handle, then it starts looking a little less attractive, you know what I mean? It's just like if you have a bad bitch at home, right? Like if you're single, a lot of bitches look bad. If you have a bad bitch at home, you're just like, is that really worth it? You know what I mean? Same thing with life, bro. You know what I mean? There's always gonna be something to do. But how I put it is like, on my deathbed, am I gonna be like happy that I did more of this? You know what I mean? So that's where if I'm like just sitting there like mindlessly scrolling, that would be my thought. You know what I mean? Like, I can't imagine me on my deathbed being like,
I'm glad I scrolled 20 hours on TikTok.
I'm glad I was looking at every big booty stitch on motherfucking Instagram. You know what I mean? Like, nah, bro. Like, like I feel like
I usually go on like TikTok and stuff when I just want to leave.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Go out without actually going out.
But I think boredom is important for creativity. And I think that's why we have so many artists that sound like other people, right? Because we're too busy trying to copy whatever's popular instead of making what's true to us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's where I felt like original art comes from, right? You know what I mean? Because like Hendrix wasn't trying to play guitar like the fucking Beatles. You know what I mean? Hendrix was left-handed, only had a right-handed guitar, so he turned that bitch upside down and learned how to play. You know what I mean?
Upside down, that's fire.
You don't get that from trying to be like somebody else. You get that by being yourself in full expression. And then to weave it back to the shit we was talking about, nigga, that's what I think every rights movement is about. It's just allowing, people just want to be able to be whatever they feel is right. Because the crazy thing is, everybody's doing the best they can, bro, with the information they have. Nobody is doing shit, because if they thought that different was better, they would be doing that. You know what I mean? You all right?
Fucking mosquito just fucking went up my nose and then came out, and I was like, oh, damn. I felt violated for a second.
You doing mosquito lines.
Yeah, just doing lines of mosquitoes, bro.
Jealous.
And shit.
Go. What's up, mob? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. We out.